And just like a moment, you were too shy. But you weren't the only cause, so was I. And I dreamed of you ever since. Now I build up my confidence. Next time you come my way, I know just what to say. Can we talk? Girl, I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want to know your name. I started to write you letters, but I wanted to be more clever. I wanted to get down and speak of you. Hey, baby. But just like a baby, I could not stop. And I tried to.
What up, though?
Good night walk. And I think of it every night. But I just could not.
What up, though, bro?
And I don't go again. I know I'll say, baby. Can we talk for a minute? I want to know your name. Can we talk for a minute, baby? I want to know your name. Oh, girl, one more step with you again. I will not let it go. Please give me just a one more step. For love.
That's what's up, Rob. Good to see you, brother. Hey, can't we talk for a minute, baby? They tell me, baby. Hey, hey. The girl talk to you. Huh? Hey, girl wanna know. Hey. Girl talk to you for a minute. What's good? In these early morning hours. Let's talk, damn it. Where my nocturnals at? You know, you expect to hear something with a name like King Curl. You expect to hear the curl lights, the curlettes. Where my nocturnals at? What up, Mean Mary Jane? What's going on this morning? Good to see you, love. And Curl just gonna get a little. We're gonna have a conversation this morning. I'm with the crap. This morning, yo. And everything is up for discussion. Everything is up for discussion. You know? Yeah, the nocturnals, baby. The nocturnes. Yeah, we nocturnal around here, baby. We don't be asleep. We be up listening and researching and reading and, you know, I can't aggravate my wife like I usually do because she got to go to sleep. She got to get up early in the morning, so can't aggravate her. So what better thing to do than aggravate some of these demons out here in these streets, baby? Let's aggravate them. Let's correct these narratives out here, y'all. Let's correct them now. Because that information come at you so many different ways where you find yourself just going along because you trust somebody's information. They gave you a certain amount of accurate information in the past. So you tend not to question things anymore. And I'm just going to step up right now and say, hey, cut that BS out. Cut it out. Question everything at all times. Your life is at stake right now. Come on, y'all. Get up this morning. Hey, y'all ready for this now? Girl, ready to love you this morning. Come on. Hey. Love me forevermore. Hey. Yeah. Oh, okay. We can talk about that, Mary Jane. Let's talk about that if you don't mind. Hey. Hey. My love. I'm for it. Hey, you already know, Rob Best. You already know. You already know, man. Come on now. See, y'all gotta always remember, y'all. The answers to our questions is always the most simplest answers. You know how people be talking about, well, I can't see God, so I don't believe in him. Then you get a person like me to say, well, God is a spirit. It's impossible for you to see him. And they say, well, because of that, I'm not believing and I don't see. So check it out. I always say that the spiritual realm is even more real than the physical realm because the spiritual realm was here first. So let me break that down in the most simplest way possible, right? We got a brain. We got hands, feet, eyes, senses, and all that, right? Can't nobody see your brain tell your fingers to scratch an itch, right? Nobody can see your brain doing this. But ain't this is what's happening every time we act or react? Aren't we giving an invisible like a remote control, if you will? Aren't our brain telling our body parts, making our body parts do what it say do? Nobody can see our brain doing this though. But it's happening. It's not going to stop. Just because you don't see your brain doing this, don't mean it's going to stop. Yeah, we want to put everything on the table this morning. I'm with it. I'm with it this morning. I'm with it. And you ask these people always say, well, I can't see. Well, I can't see. And then when you tell them something, well, hell, I can't see my breath. But me breathing is happening. Because if it wasn't happening, I couldn't talk to you. Not to my knowledge, anyway. Remember, man, everything that's happening now already happened in heaven. Put it, interpret it which way you want. Whether they had spirit cars up there, interpret it how you want to. This is just a mere reflection. When you say the Lord's Prayer, you're praying that the earth goes through a cleansing that the heaven has already went through. That's what you're praying for. I don't care what your Pope say. I don't care what Pastor Bigham say. That's what you're praying for. Just because you don't know that, don't mean that you're not doing it. That's what I say about these holidays. Just because you don't know they're satanic, don't mean that they aren't. Absolutely, Robin. Absolutely, man. It's like, wow. And then they even give the air a name, oxygen. They even give the air their own name, oxygen. We can't see it, but we know without it, we can't exist. Right? That's the science of the matter, right? Without this invisible thing that we just can't put a finger on, we cannot exist. And you always get these people to say, prove that the spiritual realm is real. See, we got a lot of friends out here that went about exploring and seeing if the spiritual realm in a perverted fashion. Now, these people seeing things, they can't sleep, they can't be alone by themselves too long. They hear voices. And then we even hear some bloodlines that pass it down. Pass it down, through the bloodline. These kids born, you don't know what's wrong with them. You go do the research, you find out they people was priests in the Church of Satan. So you even have it passed down in a lot of ways. And I'm just gonna say this. I can show y'all a picture of Detroit before that satanic statue got here. And I can show y'all Detroit now. Believe what you want to believe. And I'm going to believe what I want to believe. See, I'm not etching what I believe in stone. I'm not etching it. I'm telling you, this is my interpretation from the get-go. And I'm accepting any challenges to my interpretation of what I see. So you get these fake stories. This Kyrie Irving thing, y'all, don't feed off into it. See, that's for niggas. You understand? That's for ignorant people. That's not for you and I. They want to tap into the emotional side, while at the same time letting their next generation of characters that come in know that this is not accepted. That's all it is. That's all it is, y'all. And I was gonna come on here this morning and talk, and I was gonna tell y'all, you won't see nobody that has a camera on them speak in behalf of Kyrie Irving. And then I looked at right before I came downstairs, because y'all, my appetite is real whack. I'm a big ass nigga, but if I don't get hungry, I don't eat, man. Period. I don't just put stuff in my face because I know I ain't ate all day. My stomach literally have to growl. So about 11 o'clock, I'm on my way. I'm prepping my stuff up because I said I know my stomach gonna growl. I'm about to go downstairs and shoot up this live, right? And I was gonna talk about it tonight. And I seen something I never thought I'd see. I seen Stephen A. Smith speak up in behalf of Kyrie Irving. But see, he did it sneaky, right? He did it sneaky. Tell me this, y'all. How is a person being anti-Semitic giving reference to a book? Maybe the reference is, hey, I read this. This got a lot of truth to it. That's a good read, etc. How is that being anti-Semitic? Answer me that question. Now, when you answer me that question, if you got a good enough answer and you don't come to the same conclusion as I come to, what my conclusion is, it's a script. It's a script. The script is you can't say anything even remotely close to something that may be anti-Semitic. That's the script. And this is their way of making us aware of it. And they're about to start charging people. They're about to start bringing people to court on charges for this stuff. Same way with the homosexual thing. It's going to be considered slander. You just telling somebody to check out a book that question who's who. That's where we're coming to. That's where we're going. And I'm going to tell you like this, y'all, that jabber that people got hit with, it ain't going to help. It ain't going to help. Trust me, it's not going to help. I know it sounds, I really can't put a finger on what I mean, but you have to really know something about what they call it, antimatter. They had a bomb. They made a bomb probably about 30 years ago when I first heard about it. I was a teenager. The bomb was said to make everybody that feels its blast turn into atheists. They no longer believe in God. Y'all heard about this? This was the first Middle East war, and they was talking about eradicating the people that's down for kamikaze, blowing themselves up. So they said they make this bomb, and the way the bomb is made and what it does is it kills whatever type of religious fervor a person have within them. Right? Okay, now check this out. They figured out how to do it. They got us looking for an explosion, but they figured out how to do it using us. When I tell you these people are at least 100 years ahead, when I tell you this, I might be being a little bit giving on that. Why do you think they have colleges set up? You think colleges is set up for the beast in the field to rub elbows with the elite? You really think that's what college is? College is to intercept those individuals that's mind process is somewhat near the level as the people that rule over us. See, they want to take it and they want to harness it and they want to deceive it, because eventually a person that thinks far above us, the geniuses that comes out, y'all, eventually, if they're left unmessed with, they will tell you exactly what's going on in this world. But see, the college job is to intercept and harness and drain it for everything that it's worth. That's what the college is about. Look who own your colleges. Look who they belong to. And look at the works of those people on this earth. And you tell me, are those works of Satan or God? It ain't no in between. Are they works of Satan or God? You got people say, well, religion, the reason the world, this, that, and the other. And yeah, you're right. The world powers have used religion to do this. That's why they came up with the name. Because there's only one way to walk with God. It ain't no 50,000 different ways. There's only one way. Those of us that have children, we identify. I'm talking about raise their children from the rooter and still doing it as why they grown now, still being there as a parent, even though these niggas bigger and badder than you now. Yeah, we can identify with God a lot more. We know how it is to not want nothing to happen to our offspring, to our creation, the people we're responsible for bringing to this world. So I tell the people who've lost loved ones in this world, can you imagine how the one true God feel? Because he can't run from it. He can't escape it. He has, all of us come from him. The breath in us comes from him. So every time one of us bite the bullet, he feels it and knows about it. Can you imagine that? It's like he can't escape. He can't go, I got to use the bathroom right quick. Ain't none of that. He feel it. He see it. Inner, outer, wherever, however way you can go. He's a witness to it. And I say that to say this. The people that rule over us don't think like that. They think like Satan. It's my way or the highway. See, the one true God, he's so true that he tell you stuff he ain't even really got to tell you about himself. He tell us, let's look at a couple things. He tell us he got feelings. He tell us that he has a type of mind, a way of thinking. He tells us what he hate, what he like, what he love. And one thing he make abundantly clear, that he wished none of us would die. If only we would just hold on to his words. He don't want none of us to die. But it has to happen. And just like us, we can go to the other side of town. We can catch a bit and get locked up. And 5, 10 of our closest people die. We don't even know about it. But as soon as we get out here, we find out about it. He found out as soon as it happened, before it happened. He know that free will is free will. Persons don't change their ways. This 9 times out of 10, this was going to happen to them. It's not really hard to figure out. So let me tell y'all what's going to happen. And don't be looking at me like I'm some type of big shit or something, because I ain't. What's going to happen is Kyrie and Kanye is going to blend in some form or fashion. This is why Kwame Brown came out the woodwork blasting Stephen A. Smith. So all of this is already in our subconscious mind. Kwame came out blasting Stephen A. Smith. And I subbed to Kwame right off the bat. Kwame came to Detroit. He played for the Pistons. I messed with him. You know what I'm saying? Even from the days I believe sports was real. But I listened to a couple of his lives. I'll tell y'all, I be on the wall. I be that fly on the wall. And it's amazing how much you can see and hear and feel when you're not trying to make your voice heard, when you're just trying to hear, when you're just trying to listen. It's amazing what happens. I gave Kwame probably about 10 hours of my time. I say no more than 10 hours, about 5 lives. And on those lives, I picked up some amazing information. Some information I was surprised that came out, through him. But Kwame wouldn't pass over. He didn't pass the smell test, y'all. He did not pass the smell test, y'all. There were situations Kwame didn't and wouldn't touch. And I would see him feed off of the comments in the comment section, but he would always miss those comments. He would never read off into those comments. Do y'all remember him and Hassan had the words? And Hassan asked him, was he Messiah? See, y'all gotta remember, man, it's many different brotherhoods out here. The Masonic Brotherhood is just one. Did y'all know Proof? You know, Eminem boy, Detroit D12. Did y'all know he was a part of a brotherhood? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before Eminem was even thought of. He was the main one behind the Eminem freight train. And you see how they work? We looking at least me, I'm looking at the situation like Eminem on fire. He pulling one of his homies from the hood up, but it was the other way around. Are y'all familiar with the name Dr. York? Dr. York is responsible for a lot of your hip hop and R&B music in the 80s and 90s. Dr. York, the guy that was raping those young ladies, those young girls, and those young boys. Yes. Dr. York had a whole network set up. Dr. York was part of the Masonic Brotherhood. All documented. Dr. York had many networks out here within the music industry, and they were all successful. Yeah. Do y'all remember those commercials you used to come on back in the day? The slow jams and stuff like that. And the dude at the end of the commercial say, can I borrow this album, man? And the dude say, no, my brother, you got to get your own. Yeah. Small world, y'all. Small world. But see, I not only look at it as small world, but I look at it as scripture can't be proved wrong. Everything done in the dark come to light. And here we online participating in conversations with some of Dr. York's students. When you talk about young Pharaoh, or should I say, what's the boy that's getting caught up now for messing with them young babies? That's going in court now, y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. These are his offspring. Y'all think that people walk out here and get their power just because they speak the right words and have the money? No, man, that ain't how power works. Power has to be passed along, or you just a nigga that's gonna get robbed, or set up to get robbed, or set up to get killed. Y'all seen him walking these streets, taking these people money. Y'all thought it was just a ruthless nigga from the neighborhood. Nah, man. It's networks, man. These people got sponsors. These people with some people, man. That's why I told y'all I wouldn't be surprised if that boy get out that situation. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Him or Nature Boy. It wouldn't surprise me. But see, y'all got to understand this. They also have people in the penitentiary as well. Y'all got to remember that, man. Y'all know all them little groups in prison? Well, y'all can Google them. The Melanics in Michigan. You got the Melanics. You got the Moabites. The Moore Science Temple of America. See, y'all got to pay. Y'all listening to the name. Look at their signs. Look at the signs. The signs tell you everything you need to know. No, we take that sign and we make it do what we. No. The signs don't lose its significance just because some ignorant nigga decide he want to call a star just because he want to call it a face. Don't mean it's gonna change from being a star. It is what it is. It's their God. So when you see those signs, you have to take it for what it is. It's your warning. It's your last line of defense, what you know. Fact of the matter is that at one time in human history, man lost the ability to speak one language. And the only way that they could communicate with each other was numbers and signs. These brotherhoods are simply people that's continuing to speak through number and signs, period. Once you wake up to that, then you can understand why we going through it, why we're so easy to manipulate. You'll see a lot of things once you get that through your skull. Signs and numbers. Once you get that through your skull, then everything is pretty much, you won't question too much of nothing else you see. Quit questioning yourself. Question everything but yourself for a little while. Trust your eyes. Trust your ears. Trust your feelings. You understand what I'm saying? See, the program is set up for us not to trust ourselves. Trust yourself. Me, everything else around you, don't trust. Make them earn your trust. And see, it don't just stop, because we got 3-4 years down the line. We got 5, 6, 20 years. We all human. You always got to put that tester out there and make sure nigga ain't changed the script on you. Make sure we still 100 with each other like we was 10 years ago. You always got to put that test out there. All right? Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. How many times nigga done brought you some bad news? Nah, man, that's my man's, man. My man, he ain't into nothing like that, man. What you talking about, man? And then you go down and find out that this nigga is guilty. Guilty. How many times, y'all? Come on now. I'm not the only one feeling this and experiencing this now. Come to find out, your man guilty of the motherfucker. Let me tell y'all what happened one time, right? I had a homie named Ches. And me and Ches, man, we was tight, man. Older, he older than me, man. And we just resonated, you know what I'm saying? We felt each other, Ches introduced me to this dude he called his best friend. And any nigga he would introduce to his best friend, he let him know, hey, man, we've been through this, that, and the other. This my best friend. Y'all, 5, 6 years down the line, now he known him way before I came along. 5, 6 years down the line, y'all, why is best friend trying to bang this nigga woman? Been trying to bang for a while, telling the woman, his woman, what he doing and what he out, how he out, messing with this, piece and that piece, and just spilling beans. So the woman get fed up one day with it, and she go off on the dude, her man. And she telling him information nobody know but us. And he looking at me, he looking at come to find out, it's this nigga best friend. Let that sink in.
Perfect picture. Yes, you are.
Let that sink in. Hey, picture perfect. Picture.
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Driving better, baby. Look into your eyes, I see beauty is not always guilty. I'm in love with your mind.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't draw you better, baby. Only dreams can duplicate you. I think God is baby made you. And you chose me. Picture perfect. Oh, perfect picture in my eyes.
Girl, you are.
Picture perfect.
Yeah, man.
Perfect picture. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hey, I tell you what. The Bible have never steered me wrong. That scripture say never put your trust in earthly man. That's what that scripture means. That's what that scripture means. Don't ever stop questioning the people that's around you and in your circle. Don't ever do it. Don't let no nigga get too comfortable in your circle. Period. Make sure y'all still on even keel, because you may have switched up a few things too. Make sure the conversation happens. Hey friend, why you switch up on this? You usually feel like this. Then let your significant other, your friend, your brother, whatever, know what's going on. Maybe they don't even know. Maybe it takes you to point it out. But if you come outside and you say the sky, you look up at the sky and it's blue, quit letting the weatherman tell you it's green. Trust yourself to a point. Rely on your nerves. If it feels like something crawling on you, 9 times out of 10, there's something crawling on you. Trust that. And slap whatever spot you feel that spot on. Don't just, that's just my nerves. I do that sometimes. No, get it off you before it bites you. Hit that thing. Yeah, let me see what's going on with this here. Yeah, man. I tell y'all, man, you only get one. I don't care what they tell you. You got to make the best of it, man. And the best depends on you. Some people, the best is living in a skyscraper on the top floor in the penthouse. Some people, the best is just having a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? Just being worry less, stress less. Some people think that that's the best. Some people been born with the silver spoon. They know how it feels to own the silver spoon and don't want to go through it. Some people try to run from their bloodline. Don't want the responsibilities of owning this and having that, you know. Some people just want to do them, you know. Tell y'all like this, man. Just don't let nobody control you. See, I was telling my son the other day, my son, he get up, he be so geeked up in the morning, you know. And I tell him, I say, man, you see how you feel right now? I say, don't let nobody stop you from feeling like that. You know, somebody say something to piss you off, and then you come to me and say, man, I just want to bust his head. See, now, son, you're guilty of letting somebody control you. That's another inadvertent way of somebody controlling you. You don't know what these people going through. You know what you're not going through, though. Quit letting people put their pain off on you. Brush that shit off. Let them hold their own pain. And quit letting people control you. If you wake up today and you say, man, I ain't gonna have no issues, ain't nobody gonna get on my nerves, stand behind that. Stand behind it. Ain't gonna cost you nothing. Dude, these days I can be dead wrong. I can be dead right and I still apologize. Because when you deal with people so many years and for so long, you know what time it is. Some arguments you ain't gonna win even when you right. So at that point, bow out. They call it being a bigger man. I just call it acting like you got some sense. I wouldn't call it being a bigger man. Just act like you got some sense. Some people can't take being wrong. Some people gotta win. Let them win. You can have that, okay. Save my energy for a real fight. Don't fight about nothing that everybody that's around know I'm right. And I'm gonna keep on dwelling on it and bashing it in your head. No, Oh, you know what, brother? You right. You know what, sister? You right. I stand corrected. And let me get the hell up out of here. You know how it is, y'all, man. Sometimes you gotta step outside of being human. Sometimes you gotta be a little less human. Just let it roll off your shoulder. You know, you got on that all white, you dig. It's trying to rain. You under dig. You know, you hunch them shoulders up, dip their head down like a vulture, like you dodging something out, you know. Just let it roll off you, man. Ain't gonna cost you nothing. Told you, whenever you see pride, know that has nothing to do with God. See, we get little tidbits like that in our life to let us know what's really going on. Whenever you see pride, go the other way. Because God not there. God is the opposite of pride. So whenever you feel like you too proud to admit this, or you too proud to say sorry or I apologize, hey, you standing with the goats. You ain't standing with the sheep. And yeah, it's just like the world to get a sheep the bad name. You know, the sheeple, you know, get a sheep the bad name. It's the world demonizes sheep and hold up the goat. But remember what Christ said. Christ said that goats will be on his left and the sheep will be on his right. And the goats go on to everlasting damnation. So at the end of the day, you know, who you down with? What you want? You the greatest of all time, or whatever they try to put it off at? You a goat? Got these people tricking themselves to calling themselves a goat, to calling themselves into damnation. Got them tricking themselves. You hear me? Got them tricking themselves. I'm the goat. Oh yeah, you are. You are. Y'all don't know nothing about this one here, man. This is a little bit too old for y'all. Hey, it's 1:45 here in Detroit, baby.
I'm gonna hit the club and party tonight.
Hey.
Everything I do, I'm on the right. It's been so long since I had.
Y'all know about that.
See that girl over there, she just might be the one. Hey baby, are you alone? Looks like to me you came out to get alone. Don't worry, I'm not trying to be rude. just wanna party and dance with you. I love the party. I'm gonna dance the night away.
Hey.
I'm gonna dance all night long until the morning comes. I'm gonna dance the night away.
Hey.
I didn't come here long to hold up and on. If I'm gonna just sit around, you should stay at home. Because the music is sounding so good. I wanna party like we used to, way back up in the woods. Now everybody is having a good time. All the sexy women, they're shaking their behind. They're moving up, and they're moving back. Dipping and shaking, I like it like that. I wanna party. I'm gonna dance the night away. I'm gonna dance all night long.
Yeah, come, y'all.
I'm gonna dance the night away.
Hey.
I'm gonna party. I'm gonna dance the night away. I'm gonna dance all night long until the morning comes. I'm gonna dance the night away. Now, Mr. DJ, you got this party start. So whatever you do, please don't stop. See, I came out here to get it on, and I ain't gonna stop.
Hey.
Till it's time to go home. Put on some melodies. I got a gin and chill and cook to run the wings on me. I ain't never been to a club like this. Everybody's stepping, doing that southern soul twist. I come to party.
All right, now.
I'm gonna dance the night. I'm gonna dance the night away. Dance the night away.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, so it kind of go like this, y'all. Let me do it like this. We're gonna open something else up on here right quick. You did. We're gonna get that KC slideshow going this morning. You understand? Let's type this up. Okay, let's look at it like this here. Hold up, y'all. Let me put this up on the screen. We're gonna do it like this. Share screen, yeah. Okay. So let's look at these signs, y'all. And we just gonna look at some random signs. Okay. We want some signs with some different stuff on there. Okay, so what I'm trying to illustrate here is that notice that inside the shapes are different signals, are different signs. Question, why those shapes in particular? Why these shapes? Oh, well, hey, it's whatever you can make some noise, man, Mary Jane. It's always a replay button. You know, if you miss something. Let me show y'all. And whatever questions you got, anybody, just bring them on. Okay, let's look at let me go all the way back to the top. I just want to show y'all the power in science. Okay, so we got this first line, right? You got the stop sign. It's put inside a, what's that, 2, 4, 6, 8, a 8 angle shape, and it has stop. Why that shape? Why not stop on this shape right here? Or a big square? Why this shape? And it's just some food for thought. This shape here. You know, it's some street signs. I'm trying to find the street signs. Okay, here you go. You got some street signs. There you go. Right here. Square. Squares turn upright, or should I say sideways, circle, and triangles. And the reason being is those signs, those symbols stick out. They stick out for a particular reason. Let me see if I can get my screen. My screen looks small. If y'all can see this at y'all on y'all computer, let me know. Let me go here, y'all. Oh, no. Okay. I got it. Okay. Let me go here. So we look at these signs, y'all. A lot of these signs, we see badges made out of government seals. And I'm speaking about stuff like, as far as what they use out in the streets. Government seals on our money. Here go the sign for the medical system right here. It's also the instrument that's coming out of the lap of the Baphomet. Let me see if I see that somewhere on here. So, but what I'm saying is, we see those signs every day, especially in the ghetto where you got gangs and stuff at. You see that type of stuff sprayed and marked everywhere. And it's like normalizing it, you know. But in all actuality, these are signs and symbols of people communicating with other people that can read those signs and symbols. If you look into the gang members, the little neighborhood gang bangers, if you want to know what I'm saying, go to some street gang language that's spray painted on garages or stuff like that. I don't really see it as much as I used to see it, but take an opposing gang member and ask them to interpret that for you, and they'll be able to break the whole it's either this or either them throwing up their neighborhood and particular people, their gang, but they're doing it just through signs. No words. Pitchfork, guns, maybe bullet, graphic type stuff, but no words. And an individual can interpret the whole sign. Well, this is how the powers that be work against us every day. And they have us programmed where you hear a person like me come along and say something about this, and you say, oh, this wacko, this fool. And that's a defense mechanism, because this knowledge ain't meant for everybody. This knowledge is only meant for a particular group. So they're not going to just sit back and just let people ascertain this knowledge. They're going to throw defense mechanisms out there to throw you off, to distract you. They don't want you to know what I'm telling you right now. Because if they would have their characters on TV break it down for you verbatim. But you're not going to get it like that. You're going to get increments here, increments there, a little bit there. And they know you're not going to do the work as far as making sense of it for yourself. You're going to leave it up to them to do it for you. And they're going to paint the picture they want you to see, if you're gullible enough to allow them to. And they have no problem with doing it. This is how people become programmed. This is how people become programmed. Just a little food for thought before we keep going. Why do you think these millionaires want to kill themselves? Why do you think they go crazy? Because everything the way they tell you it is? Or could it actually possibly be something behind that fence that's really scary to them? Ask yourself. That is Reggie Bush dressed up as a Wendy's piggy bank. So, with this monster that you call industry, because it's all about that. Remember, God destroyed the last time from a flood. What did he say the people was like? He said they were thinking wicked all the time. And what they tell you, the love of money, what they tell you, is the root of all evil. So if you're thinking this way, if you're waking up thinking this way, you're going to sleep thinking this way, that means you're growing a love, a passion. You have no problem with working 16 hours for that money. And then you get mad at your woman for messing around because she never see you. Or you get mad at your man because she never see him. It's all a trap, man. It's all a trap. If you spend more time for money than you do with your woman, or when you do with your man, you losing bad. Because you thinking you're gullible enough to think people just gonna stop being human for money. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that. The human element don't disappear, my friend, because a person's driving a Jag. Because a person went from nothing to something. The human element don't disappear. What do you think happens? These stories that they just tell you stories, well, every story in entertainment is based on real life. So when they come at you telling you that this story is based on a true story, know that it's more fabrication than real. Because every story in entertainment is based on real life events. Every last one. Give me the most ridiculous Beauty and the Beast. I can show you the element in real life within that story. See, no longer do you have to wake up allowing people to think for you. Starting today, you can start thinking for yourself. You can start drawing your own conclusions. Look at this foolishness. There's people out here that's really thinking that Alex Jones really in real life, and I'm not talking about the Matrix, I'm talking about in the real life that they tell us is real life, not on their construct, right? That he was sued for $90-something million, right? See, the news about Alex Jones was out a long time ago that he worked for Warner Brothers. He's a Warner Brother employee. So until y'all show me the lawsuit where Warner Brothers was sued as well, the network that he was broadcasting through, until you show me that, quit believing everything these people tell you. Stop. Until you show me this the boy, girl, whatever it's supposed to be, that got caught over there in Russia with the weed or whatever she got caught with, right? Until you show me where the United States had to pay some type of cost for this happening because she was over there featuring them. She's under contract, so whoever she's playing for or whatnot has complete jurisdiction over her. She don't have no jurisdiction over herself after she signed that contract. Yeah. She has listen, she's not over there because she's trying to open up a new spot. She's over there being featured. And she's a player on a WNBA team, right? Or was her contract up? Or what was the situation? Yeah, we know who it is. We know what it is. See, it don't work the way they're trying to portray it to work. Like this man can actually get sued, and there's no footage of this man exciting people to do something or say something slanderous about these people. So you telling me that his proof from what they showed us through their networks, so him taking all their clippets and replaying them and giving his commentary, you telling me we can be sued for that? At least this is what they're trying to communicate to us, y'all. This is what they're saying they're about to do. If we did it to Alex Jones, why wouldn't we do it to you? So when do I see the part where Kyrie Irving actually says something anti-Semitic? When is that part going to happen? So him referring a book / movie from Jews to Negroes, or what they trying to say, that saying Jews to Negroes is a bad thing? What are they trying to say? Like the sense of you mixing us, putting our names next to our bloodline next to that word, is that the anti-Semitic part? Because I don't get it. I thought it was supposed to be something like I hate, or I don't like, or deaf to, or I thought it had to be something like actually that exudes hate. I thought that was the case. I didn't know referencing a book or putting a link to a particular book, I didn't know that was anti-Semitic. So I'm trying to get it. Maybe I'm missing something. Because I don't look at all they trash that come through, but I do see some things that piques my interest, and I do check those out. So maybe I missed something. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on what I missed. Because when I heard that it was supposed to be anti-Semitic, I already know what comes with that. Everybody, the whole industry know what comes with that. So I knew that part, but I was like, maybe I missed something he said. Maybe he said something that I didn't catch. And he just simply basically showed y'all a book or us a book and said, good read. Basically is what he said, or you should check that out. I liked it that, or something like that, right? Basically what he did. So that is anti-Semitic, huh? Wow. And a nigga gonna cry about it and go right back that same night and turn to TNT and go look at some basketball. So they gonna complain about the beast, but gonna go right behind that and go feed the beast. Gonna talk about the beast, call the beast all type of racist slurs, and then turn right back around and go feed the beast. Go buy tickets to go feed the beast. Not that, sitting at home on your couch for 2-3 hours ain't bad enough. Nigga go out there and spend gas, concession stand, time, going to let their voice be heard for their favorite little players. You understand? Go feed the beast, but you're going to complain about it. No. No, sir. No, sir. It don't work that way. And in that reality, that's the reality, the same reality they want you to believe that Alex Jones got sued. And it ain't nothing but a script to let you know what's about to get ready to happen to us. That's all it is. It's just your forewarning. It's just your forewarning. Now, you ain't got the money Alex Jones got, so when we bring the $1 million up on you, it's just going to be like you going straight to rotten jail. You not what's old girl name who got off all those hundreds of million, only did 6 months? You're not her. You're not her. You ain't getting out in 6 months. You're going to jail for the rest of your life because you can never pay these M's back. No. No, sir. One second. So don't even get that twisted. Yeah, just his opinion. Hey, I seen boy laughing and then turn around and all of a sudden he crying. Hey, this don't look right. Hey, how is this way when they said it was condemned this long ago? It was just the information, and he's a tool, he works for them. So don't feel sorry for the, listen, he's a part of it. He's working. He's working. Because if he's supposed to be a truth person and he accumulated that much money and ain't got that money out there pumping and trying to make sure every crack of the earth got this truth, nigga, you already told on yourself, man. We see you niggas coming from a mile away. You got that much, you accumulated that much money. How? How? Mr. Truth Man, you know what's really going on behind the scenes. And you're comfortable with that much of their money in your possession? Really? You Mr. Truth Man, why ain't you helping millions of people with all that money? Why you accumulating? Knowing what's about to get ready to happen. Shit fake, y'all. Y'all gotta look at it for what it is. It's fake. Why would they allow him, if he was who they said he is, why would they even allow him to accumulate that much? That's their money. That's their money. Y'all know they shut down bank accounts, man, like a gas at a pump. Y'all know this. He's at work. That camera on, his name in the news, he's at work. He's already been battle tested. He's already been vetted. William Cooper called him out a long time ago before he died. And here it is at the end of the day, this nigga end up working for CNN. CNN. A plant. See, I knew that I ran into that William Cooper tape later on. I knew he was a plant because he came with some out cold stuff when he first came out. And then he came with that Bohemian Grove tape. The only thing he did was open up intel about that place because nobody knew about. But the blood sacrificing and all that stuff, that nigga ain't show none of that. He showed what these people was praying to. And really, it ain't nothing but information for their next group of characters that's coming in. Like, nigga, this is what we do. Period. That's all it is. It's their forewarning to their next group of characters and celebrities and all that stuff. Hey, you're going to have to go to places. I know you heard of this before. You got an invitation to go there. You got to go there. You talking about making this money. You talking about doing this, that, and the other. You got this invitation. Shoot. Bye. Nigga. Just that simple. You want their money, you got to do what they say. Y'all see what's going on. I was wondering why they talking about keep on telling us how much money Kanye got. Remember, Kanye is the one told us all them many years ago that George Bush hate black people. Remember that? And George Bush was the president then. And you gonna tell me this nigga against the machine and he's allowed to accumulate all that money? He's a billionaire. And then as soon as he make this statement he made, oh, he ain't no billionaire no more. They froze his account. Y'all don't think that y'all don't find something wrong with that? Nobody speaking out about that. None of the celebrities saying, hey, these people wrong for freezing up his account. Is it somebody out there speaking against the machine and not just saying Kanye wasn't wrong about what he said? Is somebody speaking on the machine that froze his accounts? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And yeah, Stephen A spoke up for Kyrie in one of the most coonish ways you can ever speak up. Yeah, me and Mary Jean, they blood relatives. They blood relatives. Every president, every person in power on this earth has blood ties to the queen. That's why you about to see a lot of these people die off and other people rise up because now it's a king. Now it's his bloodline. So you about to see some new faces and some new places, some old places. And it's just going to be predominantly his bloodline. But all of these people go back, look at the genealogy of these people. And I'm talking about going all the way back to like the early presidencies of the United States. They all go back to the monarch in England. See, now that's a brutal way to find out how this world work right there, Mean Mary Jane. Check that part out. Check out the part that even Obama had blood ties to the Queen. Show you how important that skin aspect is to them people. It ain't important. They just use it as a weapon. It's a great weapon to use. You got to give these people their props about the genius behind their demonic mechanisms. You got to hand it to them. Can't be no hater. You know. When it comes to what the Bible say, man will dominate man to his injury. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they got that part sold up, baby. And I'm talking about all the presidents, and not just in America, y'all, the world. The world is some type of marriage bond or something. They all got ties to the monarchy in England. Y'all think I'm playing? And bust y'all bubble finding out that truth. I'm going to say it again. Let me move this right quick. I'm going to say it again for the people that was sitting in the back. All of our presidents, y'all, going way back to Washington, has blood ties to the crown in England. Either marriage in the family or blood ties. Yep. They arrange it that way. They arrange it just that way. It's no different. See, they tell you the stories when they allow you to read when they go back to the kings of England and they tell you about how, you know, they worked and how the people that was allowed around the king and the people outside the main circle. See, they tell you how it works. They tell you how it go. Man. And every now and again, it's a phenomenon where a person outside the circle earns some type of respect that get close to the king. And it's organic. It's not all the time a script. Sometimes it's organic. Sometimes it has to happen. You know, just like you get the worst things that can happen, sometimes the best things has to happen. You know, it's like a type of balance. Just like it got to be dark, it's got to be that much light. You know, during the years, it got to even out. So that's a real short way of letting you know how the spirit realm versus the physical realm happen. It has to happen one way before it happens the other, and it has to happen the other way. The balance. So, you know, when we speak on spiritual matters, I'm gonna speak on it quick. When Satan ran through heaven, raising hell, manipulating, you know, doing what he wanted to do, he has to do that same thing down here where he's at now. He has to. Not only is this his personality, but it's already, let me say, it's in his DNA. He has to do it. He's not him without doing it. It's just like I have to talk about God in some form or fashion every day. I have to make some type of reference. Even when I was doing wrong, it was that way. Whether it was good or bad. It's like some things we can't escape. Some things is just made into us. You know, you may have particular habits that somebody else in your family had that you never knew, but they tell you remind you of them because you do the same thing. So, you know, with that being said, you know, it's a duality. And it's people that know this and they weaponize it against the ignorant. And their fight is to keep the ignorant ignorant. They found the way to blow their horn, show off, gloat, brag without you even knowing it. They found the way to do all these things. Why? Because, you know, demons hate humans. It's always about winning and losing to them. That's why it's Satan's job, it's his demon's job to bring you to the worst of the worst that they can ever bring you to, with the hope of you killing yourself. And you know you could kill yourself more than one way than blowing your head off, poisoning yourself, jumping off something. Sometimes you can make somebody else kill you. You know, like get in front of the police and pretend you got a gun and act like, you know, and reach and boom, boom, boom. Sometimes that's a way to kill yourself. And that's just the way Satan do things. He did it to Jesus Christ. He waited for Jesus Christ to get as weak as he can get. 40 days, 40 nights in the wilderness, nothing to eat. First, he just tried to simply get him to do what he say. Turn them rocks into bread and eat. You know you hungry. Nope. Then what he tried to do, y'all? What he tried to do? After he couldn't get him to turn them rocks into bread and feed himself, what did he try to get Christ to do? See, look at the pattern. Look at the pattern. I'm going to tell y'all. Y'all ain't typing fast enough if y'all know, because I'm about to tell y'all. He told Jesus Christ to throw himself off of the mountain. Told Jesus Christ to kill himself. He said the angel won't let you bruise your head. Go ahead, jump. See, that's Satan's pattern. He do the same thing he did 2,000 years ago. He was doing 2,000 years before that and 2,000 years before that. So that wouldn't work, right? Couldn't get him to kill himself. So what did he do, y'all? What did he do after that? He showed him all the kingdoms of the earth and their glory. And said, I'll give you this if you do just one act of worship to me. And notice how Jesus didn't say back to him, you can't give me that. That ain't yours to give. Notice Jesus didn't say that. He didn't argue with him one bit. He just came back with the scripture. Every time Satan made an advance on his weakness, Christ just came back with scripture. And don't worry about it. while he was trying to get Christ to bite the apple, or should I say bite the hook, he was using the scriptures as well. Yes, the devil knows the scripture, front and back and side to side. And not just that mumbo jumbo them preachers get to you. He know what I know. The devil know what I know. Yeah. He know what I know. Why you get these people that got so much to say about demons and the devil, but ain't got too much to say about God? You think that's just you? You think that's just you? Satan love when you acknowledge him. He's arrogant like that. His worshipers have to do this regularly, and they do it. And he reward them for it too. Those same people never say, let me do this in God's favor, in God's way, and let me see will he reward me for stuff like this. They never try that out. They try the other way out though. And they get rewarded for it. And get rewarded for it. See, look at it like this. If I got the majority of people under my control, I can make anything happen for you at any given time. I got these people that say they believe in God, but don't believe in God the first. Don't even pray to God. This is something that the devil can see. See, the devil don't sleep or go use the bathroom or take breaks. He see what's going on all the time. I wouldn't say ever present, but he had a network. It ain't just him. Remember the demon that Jesus asked name that was in that man? And that demon said, my name is Legion or Mob. Why he say that? Because we are many. That's why he called it that. So he got a network. So what he don't catch, he got his own spirit people that catch it. That's why the scripture encouraged you to put on your complete armor. Because you got that armor on, you're not just walking a certain way in front of people and behind closed doors walking a different way. No, you armored up at all times. You're going to be human. You're going to have your human side. You're going to, probably look at a fanny too long, longer than you should. You're going to curse a little bit too abundant like you shouldn't, because you got vocabulary and you bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? And, you're going to get situations like that. Or you may be like myself, a smoker. But see, you don't let your weakness make you weaker. What I mean by that is just because I'm a smoker, I don't allow that to make me an adulteress. I don't allow me being a failure and not smoking make me a thief or a liar. I just keep it right there. If that's my weakness, that's gonna be it. Ain't gonna be no other chinks in my armor. That's the main chink. And it's messed up, but I'm gonna have to make sure I pay special attention to that chink. Make sure it don't get hit too many times. I'm not gonna go making more chinks in my armor because I got a failure or a possible failure in one. Let that resonate in you for a hot second. Because I mean that. I was a victim of that half of my life. Until I realized, damn, just because I fell short, that don't mean I just got to keep on falling. It don't mean I got to stay down here on the floor. I can go ahead and bounce up. You feel me? I go ahead and bounce up. Okay, I fell on my face. I didn't mean to, but I'm down here. What I'm gonna do? Just stay down here and let the motherfucking world walk over me, or can I go ahead and bounce back up? Make sure I be a little bit more careful the next time. You dig? Because I'm only human after all. We gonna stumble and fall sometime, even when we ain't got no intentions on to it. See, I played football. I learned how to fall at a real early age, and even before football, because I was a real clumsy boy. I was that one that walked down the street and just out of nowhere trip over his own damn foot or a little crack in the ground, and boom. Clumsy as hell. I used to be so mad at myself. You know, you look around for stuff to blame, can't blame nothing but your damn self. I was that kid. So when it come to falling, yeah, I learned how to fall on concrete before I start falling on the grass. And I'm gonna tell you, when I learned how to fall on concrete, and not saying I went through school, you know, but I had to, scraping up my damn legs too hard, my elbows. I had to learn how to fall, man. Got tired of bleeding, you know, blood all in your clothes, man. Clumsy nigga I was, you know. But but throughout time, I got a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit better. I stopped falling so much. I stopped cutting myself so much, you know. Got a little bit more proper, you dig? So, you know, it all worked out for the best. And you know, as I take a look back at my life, you know, me being bullied in school, all of that played a real important role, you know. I cherish that, man. I cherish those bad times because the times I went through after that, it was like I wasn't a fish out of water. I was ready. You know, I was battle tested. I was prepared, you know, going to prison for, you know, doing something you didn't even know you was doing, and you just so happen to be a participant at the wrong place at the wrong time, and you going into this hot plate, you know what I'm saying, and you realize what you got to do and how you got to be. And you know, it was like my role wasn't too much different out in the streets, and I was 17 years old. So when I seen the niggas didn't care nothing about no 17-year-old nigga in prison, or should I say in jail, hey, I had to put on that other coat, man. I had to, you know, hey, I had to walk. You know what I'm saying? I got into it with this dude, man. We on the basketball court, and you know, I was young, strong. I was just bullying him around the, you know, the paint, just bullying. I just came out of high school, you know what I'm saying? Dropped out, but just came out of high school, just got finished playing ball. You know, this is my thing. And make a long story short, the nigga fired on me, you know, just out of the blue. And I'm looking around like, what the hell? You know, I'm waiting on police to be running up. Nigga, ain't no police running up. I'm like, oh shit, I done squared off with the nigga like, hey dog, what, you know, what the fuck going on? Nigga, you pushing me this, that, and the other. I said, man, we playing ball. What, you know, meanwhile, we squaring up. You know, this nigga trying to, you know, find a spot to come in and swing on me. And I'm trying to find a way to, you know, block and, you know, retaliate. So before everything was everything, the police did come. And the dude hollered at him, like, this nigga trying to fight 17-year-old kids, nigga, and that nigga was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you being no 17-year-old nigga. I beat your motherfucker. That's when I learned right there. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, nigga. Don't nobody care about you and your age. So, nigga, you better tap into whatever energy you had out in them streets. When you was ready to do this and that, you better tap into that immediately. Because nobody cares, nigga. And when that nigga said that, I believed him too. And I said to myself, okay, I'll be ready the next time. I wasn't ready that time. Nigga swung on me. Nigga show got away with it. I'm in jail. I don't know who with this nigga, you know, drawing off shit that I done seen on TV. I'm in there on the dolo. I ain't got nobody with me. Right down the street in the jail, right down the street from my house. I ain't got nobody in there with me. Shit, I don't know shit. So I'm trying to look around me, back up, you know, ask myself, where the hell the police at? You know who, you know? Oh, that's what's up, me and Mary J. Hey, I had to do what I had to do, baby. You know, just like any person in a situation, you're going to either roll over or you're going to survive. I'm going to survive. I had to be the girl up in junior high just to give me a name. Yup. And sometimes you got to do that, you know, unfortunately. That's what I did when I was in there. I just like, after that situation happened with me and the old boy, when I went back to my rock, I just realized, you know, what it was. And I just told, you know, it was a nigga that was bullying this one old nigga over the phone and, you know, making him make his girl call. I just came on my cell one day and I just straight up said, hey, man, I ain't got no problem with nobody in here. But, you know, ain't nobody gonna bully me. I know don't nobody give a damn about how young I am. And I'm gonna just let you know like this, I ain't scared to lose. But when I do go out, I'm going out swinging. So whichever one, all I ask is that you be a man to step to me and not do no sneaky shit. And I ain't have no problem. Not the rest of my time in jail. Mm-hmm. And I was a little bit more disrespectful with the way I said it because I was hoping for a fight then and there. You know, and I was feeling the aches of being away from home. I kind of wanted to fight, you know what I'm saying? I kind of wanted something to take my mind off of where I was at for a little while. So I was being a little disrespectful too, but they looked over it and seen it for what it was. And, you know, I walked up out of there. I ain't have no more issues. Of course, until my young ass got to prison. But that's another story, y'all. But yeah, don't be feeding to these news feeds, man. And you know, they was wrong for doing that. Man, all them people is acting, man. All them getting paid. You looking at your next congressman, your next presidents, and you're looking at political people. That's what all this stuff about. You know, getting their name known, getting their name in the algorithms, you know, all that stuff, man. Listen, Kanye a couple years ago, remember he was just staring and went to Donald Trump and went to Trump Tower and hugged Trump. And you remember all that shit? All that shit was for a reason, man. They don't do nothing for nothing. They don't do something for nothing. Everything they do, everything they put in front of our faces for a reason. Like I said, you want to get woke up real quick, go check out the bloodlines of every president, everybody with power in this nation. And look how many Look how many black people tied to these white people. That's why I try to tell y'all, quit letting that shit resonate within y'all, because it's all what they say, cap. Ain't nothing real about it. Ain't nothing real about it. These people are blood relatives. Blood relatives. Always have been. See, understand this, man. They have to listen. They have to have something. They have to have a weapon to use against the people to keep them divided. This race thing is their weapon. So yeah, they keep a certain group of people in poverty noticeably so everybody can see. Yes, they mistreat this one group of people so everybody can see. Yes, they do this because it works. It's a weapon that works. What they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's not broke. You think I'm playing? Go back and listen to music. Listen to street music from the 50s, from the 60s. They're talking the same jargon. The police doing this. We barely got something to eat. The mistreatment of our people. Go back. They're talking the same shit today. So I ask you, if the weapon is successful, why would you need to use a different weapon? See, what a lot of people don't know is that all our sports leagues are meant and headed towards being world leagues. So if they shut the sports world down because of stuff like this, it's gonna happen eventually. They're gonna make the NBA a world sport. They're gonna make hockey a world sport. Why do you think these people going overseas and playing these professional games? Because they're preparing the world to get featured in these games. See, your boy Curl don't play short ball. I play long ball. Short game been elementary to me. I play long ball. I see these things happening since the early 90s. It's going to be a world league. Why you think all the interest into these tall Russians all of a sudden the last 30 years? They're breeding them all over the earth. Their paraphernalia is sold all over the earth. I looked at people over there living in forests with jerseys on. Over there in Africa living in swamps with some damn professional football, basketball jerseys on. You don't think they want their stars to be worshipped all over the earth? NFL, all of this stuff is going to be world leagues. Why you think they pushing the soccer off over here? They've been trying to do it forever. It's going to eventually work. Why? Because the rest of the world is going to adopt all these games. Come on, y'all. That Jennifer Garner story ain't nothing but food. It's to make these people known, to give people knowledge of them. It's like a form of sigil magic. Then when you hear these names, you say these names, you can't help but to know who they are. That's all this stuff about. Nothing else. I mean, we can't really dictate and go back and complain about the milk we spilled. We can't cry about it, but we can do something about it from this point on. You got to separate yourself from the wackos. Y'all see me take these long breaks away from YouTube. It's because I find that, when you play and lay around with dogs, for too long, you tend to wake up itching. And when I feel like that, when I start to feel, that type of feeling, I like to back up and get myself together. Sometimes, too much of something ain't good for you. And that's in everything but love. Too much of it ain't good for you. Actually bad for your health. So I try to limit my fun. I have fun when I'm on this platform. But I try not to let it get to the point where it distracts me from the matrix. Can't have your head down too long in the matrix, y'all. Uh-huh. And hold on, let me see. American bishops and priests and going against the Pope. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you gotta remember this nation was built off immigrants. It's just a big old melting pot of everybody. Oh, and so many people came over here enslaved, just because they enjoyed the work building these skyscrapers, man. You know how cold they building tech was back then, is that it's buildings that's still formidably solid that was built in early 1800s. You know that? They building was so out cold, so OP, so superior. And look, y'all, they used to do it. They ain't got nowhere near the technology we got now. They used to do this, build this stuff up so fast. I'm looking at how long they taking to build this building downtown up, y'all. And I'm looking at them tell us how fast they got the Penobscot building up downtown Detroit, the one that got the big red ball on the top of it. These people brought that building to life. And I think it was like a year. Man, they've been building this building down here for like, I want to say at least a year and a half. And I may be being friendly off that. But it's going to be a nice build. Let me see if I can find an image of it for you right quick. Show y'all how it's supposed to look when it get finished. Let's see. Let's see here. Try new building in Detroit. Let me see if it come up for that. Okay, let me show y'all this one. It's one that they building from the bottom up. Hold up, let me share it with you right quick. It's supposed to be the innovative. Listen, everything I want y'all to prove me wrong on this. Everything we seen in the movies that was futuristic, we've come to see in real life. Here we go, right here. Check this one out, y'all. I might have to speed it up so I won't get copywritten. And sorry for the commercials, y'all. I ain't got
using one little app on your phone. Well, I want to show you what it is and how to do it. So this is the app right here, guys. It's the Facebook app. Did you know that while most people are using Facebook to see what their friends are doing or just chatting back and forth, myself and the students I've taught this to are using Facebook to make...
Here you go, y'all.
Detroit is making its way back on the map for its engineering marvel.
Last month, part of I-94 freeway was shut down to commence the installation of the 2nd Avenue Bridge. The 1,000-ton bridge structure was built off-site in the Wayne State University Palmer parking lot. It moved across the freeway using rolling platforms, but the innovation doesn't stop there.
In downtown Detroit, you may have seen this building called Exchange, but what you may not have realized is that it's being built top-down, using a technology that's being deployed for the first time across North America.
Tonight, 7 Action News reporter Faraz Javed goes in depth on the construction process and what it means for the Detroit community.
Right on the border of Greektown and Central Business District, a new Detroit landmark is on the rise. It's called Exchange, and this 16th floor under construction tower is so unique that Labor Steward Chris McBride can't stop raving about it.
I talked to all my friends and people about this project here.
What do you tell them?
That we're doing a building from the top down.
The first of its kind across North America, the 207 feet tall Exchange Tower is a prototype for the lift-build technology, a system that turns a construction site into a manufacturing plant.
We're not putting people on beams 100 feet in the air that have to be tied off. We're trying to eliminate all the fall hazards. That is our number one objective. Get rid of the hazards, get rid of the inefficiencies on the site.
Joe Benvenuto from LiftBuild says the $64 million tower is supported by these two concrete structures called the spine. They not only house the elevators and staircases, but also act as a pulley to hoist floors that each weigh around 1 million pounds.
It's a fully cantilevered design, and there's no columns in the way of the exterior glazing. So if we go up to the floors, you'll see a wide open floor space that is great for the residents, but also assembled in a way that's very efficient for the worker.
Each floor is built on the ground using over 150,000 pounds of steel and 110 cubic yards of concrete. Once assembled, it's raised at an average speed of 25 feet per hour.
So if you look up now, you can see all the ductwork and plumbing and fire protection, fireproofing. That was all done right here.
The lifting process for the 13th floor started at 4 a.m. and by 11 a.m., the team was ready to start the 4-hour-long locking process to the floor above. And once complete, an ideal work environment is secured.
We can immediately condition the space, so our workers immediately go into either a cooled condition on a hot summer day or a heated condition on a cold winter day.
How much money are you saving through this technology?
So ultimately, our goal is trying to be 10 to 20% in savings for cost and 30% on schedule.
After 4 years of research and development and 14 U.S. patents, Joe says the system is proving to be a success and will pave the way for future building projects, especially considering that only 50 construction workers are needed on this site.
Land is at a premium, and the development of the city needs to happen in a much more denser environment. This type of technology helps us accomplish that, as well as reduced labor demands and hopefully faster schedule times and more economical budgets.
Now, once complete, Exchange is going to be primarily a residential tower with few commercial spots on the first floor. It's set to complete by late spring of 2023. And when it does, it's going to put Detroit once again back on the map of using innovative construction technology. Reporting in Detroit, I'm Faraz Javed, 7 Action News.
And y'all, that ain't even the one I'm talking about.
I started Jewel Dancewear in 2011 when I was a teenager. I was going through a lot of changes with my body and feeling uncomfortable.
Oh, the first day that we signed up for Monday.com, our department was already able to connect our processes, our software.
Well, as those changes get underway in Ferndale, just about 10 miles south on Woodward, progress is being made at the Hudson site in downtown Detroit. Experts say this highly anticipated project could be a game changer for the city.
It's been years in the making. Crews broke ground back in 2017, you'll remember. Since then, plans have been changed and a lot of work has been done.
Yeah, good to see. So much work been done in the city, right? Progress. Well, tonight, 7 Action News reporter Faraz Javed gives us a closer look at how the Hudson site is shaping up right now.
This is the place where the Hudson site is taking shape. The ambitious skyscraper project that's taking downtown Detroit status to a new height.
I think the scale of it, the location of it, even the legacy and the history of the building, I think it's going to be enormous. And I'm very anxious for it to be complete.
The project broke ground on the 14th of December 2017 on the site of the former Hudson's department store. At the time, it was proposed to be a $1 billion mixed-use development. Since then, the project has scaled back. Renowned architect Matt Rossetti says the vision changed a few times on the management level.
My look at it has just been they got smarter and smarter each time and made the proper adjustments to the new heights and the new program.
Initially, the building was projected to be 800 feet tall, then increased to over 900 feet with an observation deck, and now, as per the official Hudson site webpage, the structure will stand around 685 feet tall. I reached out to Bedrock on the current status of the project. They referred me to a Detroit news story where the company's senior vice president of construction, Joe Guzevich, told the publication that they encountered problems as they hit the original Hudson's department store foundation, which impeded the drilling for the foundation system that would support the new buildings. COVID also impacted the process as the construction industry faced issues ranging from supply chain to labor shortage. Professor of architecture Noah Resnick says it's common for projects of this magnitude to experience changes and challenges.
From things that have to do with design and engineering to things that have to do with politics, obviously the things that have to do with economics, in terms of financing, to things like global pandemics.
Historically, one of the biggest challenges most skyscrapers face is the installation of a safe and efficient elevator system.
A city like Chicago, where they're building all the time, they've got a ready supply of elevator manufacturers and installers. A city like Detroit, where we haven't built a skyscraper in a long time, some of these elevator companies have kind of packed off and moved away in the last 20, 30 years.
Regardless of the delay, experts believe the Hudson site on Woodward Avenue is a bold and iconic move for downtown Detroit.
Who else is doing anything even close to this quality? Nobody.
Now, the overall project will be completed by 2024, but before that, the two shorter buildings will finish by the end of this year. Reporting from downtown Detroit, Faraz Javed, 7 Action News.
Faraz, thank you. And we are continuing to follow the progress of the Detroit Hudson's site. You can check out
so basically
at WXYZ.com.
I was being generous, talking about a year and a half. So since they broke ground in 2017, and I should have checked it out, but you can't really see it. So what I'm gonna do is one day this week just upload a video. I'm gonna ride from east to west and show y'all how it look, because it's getting pretty big now though. It's getting pretty big. So they probably be finished building it by this year. That's how big it done got. But they saying it ain't gonna open till it ain't gonna be ready until 2024. So it looked pretty good. It's gonna be a nice structure to look at. And I think right now the GM building, which is the Renaissance building, is the tallest now, but I think that's gonna usurp that one. And I don't know exactly how many feet it is, but I know from the top of that building, y'all, you can see everywhere. They got a restaurant at the top of the building, and you catch that elevator all the way up there to the top, and just standing up there looking out, y'all. Oh my goodness, it was a drug for a second to me. Me and my wife was going down there like every other week. It was a drug. I think Vic took y'all down there. But I showed Vic and his girl. And his girl was his wife. But yeah, y'all, when y'all find yourself, like around filth, because some of us could be easily deceived. But when you realize you're around filth, just brush it off. Don't fault yourself for not recognizing it earlier and putting the sacrifices that you put, and don't dwell on that. You always know you mean well, when you do what you can do to help, the people that you love and consider your family. And when they don't reciprocate that, you know what I'm saying? Just You know, you can only forgive so many times. Just move on. You know, it ain't nothing to talk about or be upset about. It's just another human being being another human being. That's all. I used to have bad things to say, you know what I'm saying? But I also, you know, I'm a big fan of a lot of things that I do say. And one thing I always say is a person got to be allowed to walk their own path. You know? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. You know? So you may thought, you know, y'all had something in common that y'all really didn't have in common. And that one thing, you know, you thought you had in common was treat me like I treat you. You understand? Do me how I do you. Do I check up on you? Do I make sure everything okay with you? You know? Do I make sure you got that person, you know, on standby, that if you got to, you know, you need somebody to talk to that's, you know, that you trust and they care for you and gonna tell you what's in your best interest? Do I make sure I provide that? For sure. You know, something that's better than a fair weather friend. Something that's better than that. Reliable. Because you didn't already seen how reliable, you know, the person in question is. This ain't no fable. This ain't no figment. This ain't no folk tale. This is something that you eyewitnessed, that you embraced, you felt. You understand? And when you run into that human being that don't know and don't respect that, your sacrifice, don't be mad. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at the individual. Because it's a witness to everything you do. There's actually at least two. That's the Almighty and that's the devil. And see, the Almighty, he loves love. He loves love. He's the institution. He's the source of it. So when you meant everything and all well and, you know, you mean well, you got to show that. Can't go cussing out and bad mouthing somebody that you consider your blood, your friend, your sister, your brother, because they don't get certain things because they're not there yet. Can't do that, man. People got to be allowed to walk their path, y'all. They gonna remember you. They gonna remember you. It might be the last breath they take, but they gonna remember you. They gonna remember what you was trying to communicate to them. Because when it comes to good, it ain't you trying to communicate with them. It ain't just merely you, but it's the Creator trying to communicate with them, trying to show them something, trying to open their eyes up and using you to do it. It's on your heart. So you feel more than obligated to do it in the most loving way possible. You anxious to do it. But you come to find out, y'all, that certain people just ain't capable of reciprocating that, even when they can, even when they got all the attributes to do it. Some people just ain't got it in them. They just ain't got it in their heart. And if you don't like the way that feel, Separate yourself from that. You didn't put it in check. You didn't call it out. You know, a lot of times you didn't call it out in front of plenty of people. Complete strangers. You still get no results. You don't get mad at the people you love. See, before it get to the point, I ask you to just separate yourself. See, I told my son, quit letting people control you. Quit letting another man dictate how you move, how you think, how you feel. I get more pleasure out of showing love than I get out of showing hate. I get way more pleasure. See, when I show hate, in the years that I was showing hate, it was a lot of sleepless nights. Showing love, I don't even know I fall asleep sometimes. What happened, me and Mary Jane? What happened, lady? Talk to me. Yeah, y'all don't let nobody dictate how you feel. Some people on here on this platform, they may not like me. I may not like them, but hey, if you're my favorite YouTuber, my favorite Madden YouTuber player, hey, whether you love me or hate me, I'm gonna enjoy your content. Period. What you do? I left another long. Oh, she live right now? What you say? I'm nosy. You know, I don't breathe no type of life into that girl. I don't even give her a click. I just know what she is. I don't like it. I know what she is. I ain't with it, so I ain't gonna support her. Okay, give me the juicy stuff, man, Mary Jane. Tell me what you said. I told you I'm with the shit this morning now. It's 3:08 in Detroit this morning now. I told you I'm with it now. I'm surprised my young dog ain't pulled up on me yet. He must be KO'd. He must be KO'd. You know what? Let me see. Yeah, the youngster. You did. See what the hell the youngster up to. I see slap on. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what the hell he got going on over here. Oh, he over there kicking it with Newport. Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it.
That's what they say. You don't never sit back and listen to what everybody say.
Yeah.
In the Bible,
oh, my bad.
Study your Bible for yourself.
Let me yeah, man. So okay, he said it's a video she attached a lot of people. Oh, she did. She attacked a lot of people. Man, that girl crazy. Hey, the thing is with me and Mary Jean, Hey, you only get one chance to stab me in my back. You know, I know how to erase you from the face of the earth. I truly do. Because when I see if I'm hanging out somewhere, me and Mary Jean, and I see her pull up in the chat, I leave. I go look at something else. She, whatever she is, she ain't normal. She ain't on my level. She threatened me some months ago. She ain't never made good on her. I think she know what type of repercussions follow dipping into my Kool-Aid. I don't want to say she's scared, but she might be scared. Or got good sense. Either or. Because I wouldn't if I was me. I wouldn't. I would, if I had a problem with me, if I was me, I would just pull up on them, and I would have, if it's a shouting match or, you know, a name calling, I would just do that when the opportunity arrived. I wouldn't want to step off into that other stuff. You know, I have nothing to do with what happened to people that just came at me for no legitimate reason like that. And I always, hey, if you got the balls, pull up on me. Keep it on this platform. Don't take it off the platform, because I'm gonna do what I have to do to protect me and my family at the end of the day. I don't know you people, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you weirdos, but all of this stuff was already predetermined, you know, years before I set foot on this platform. I mean, y'all see eventually. Eventually everything secret becomes known. You know, so everything, I tell you one thing, I'm not an agent. I'm not an agent of hate. I'm a human being. I'm not categorized to any religious group. I'm not categorized to no race. I'm simply a human being that loves the word of God and trusts the word of God, no matter what human deficiencies I suffer from. I have a strong belief that if I stick to that, that I'm going to be good and the people around me going to be good. And since I've made that decision to do that, everything's been going according to what I presumed it would. I just wish it would have happened years earlier. I would have saved myself so much trouble, so much stress, you know, but hey, everybody got to walk their own path. You know, it was people in my ear trying to put me up on what's really going on and, you know, this, that, and the other. And I wanted to see and feel and hear what I wanted to see, feel, and hear. But I eventually make my way around the bases, get to home plate, and realize, damn, I started off right here. I've been here. Damn. And you got that dude right there waiting on you at home plate like, yeah, I told you. I tried to tell you that. Welcome home. Welcome home. Oh, she attacking RE? Okay. I hope Ari like drama though. Ari get off into it if she in the mood for. I don't know if Ari in war mode. I've been messing with Ari, but I ain't been up in the morning with the YouTube on. I like Ari. Ari shut me down when she heard I was cool with Diva Time Boys. Man, she shut me down hard. Had me blocked in chats. I'm like, what? But see, it's several people that I can forgive without hesitation. That's older people much older than me, and people much younger than me, and people that, a little sick in the head. I can forgive them real quick. I thought they was cool with each other. Shakira. Oh no, not the NBK girl. Not her. I don't think I know who Shakira is. Did a pull up, and how proud was she to do a pull up on an old woman? Was she proud of herself? Wow. Tell her pull up on somebody that wants to smoke. Tell her pull up on Jazzy G like that. Tell her pull up on Jazzy G like that. Pull up on somebody that wants to smoke. You gonna pull up on an old woman? Cause her voice and her demeanor just get to your bones. You know what I'm saying? Mess with somebody that wants to smoke. Shakima. That is, I thought her Ari was cool. They've been rocking with each other for months. Since the first pull up. Now, how the hell they didn't got into it again? But you pulling up on an old woman. I hate you. I hate you to pull up and one of them sons there with their girl. Oh, Shakima pulled up on Angie and DT. You saying? Oh, give me spill that tea for me, baby. Shoot. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah. Let me know what's going on. Don't ever think your boy Curl ain't down to hear what's the goings on this platform now. You know I got to know where I'm at. Let my people put me where I'm supposed to be. Shoot. Oh. What? Hold up. You said Shakima, Angie, and Diva Time Boys, their gang. Oh shit. Oh man. See, you didn't bought her a click. Mean Mary Jane. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know, with something like that being said, I welcome some good entertainment. Our son came out and spoke with Shakima, recorded. What? What? What the hell? Where the hell I been? I thought I was up on everything. Wow. Wow. Oh my. I'm sitting here with a Joker's grin on right now because I can't believe I'm hearing what I'm hearing. That's what's been going on this platform. And these are women going after other women. Oh my goodness. The distractions. Let me do this. Let me go over here right quick. While we still live, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be a little nosy and see what the hell going on right now. Let's see. Let's see here. What the hell is going on? No, we ain't subscribing. We ain't doing that. CPS. Who the hell is he calling CPS on? Oh, she didn't get intensive on RE, huh? Okay, okay. She done finally got trolled out of her hiding behind the avatar, huh? Okay, that was my intentions from the get-go. When I was putting up them panda bear emojis, that's my intentions. Let me see your face, baby. Come on. See, that's the end of it right there. Like that's why I always, tell people, that's new to this, because my sister, before I cut into her, she was already set up to make her open her little channel up. And I just told her to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Just told her what I be seeing on here and just be careful. They probably gonna get rid of the comment before I can see it again. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out. When I'm playing my video game, I'm gonna have something playing in the background. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Damn. No, they was coming at the RE. I just heard RE though. I was somewhere and heard RE. RE ain't shook up about this shit. And that's the thing, man. Words has got these people pulling up. They know to pull up on. See, me and Mary Jean, I'm spoiled. I want to know what that. You don't feel like doing all that typing? That's what it is. You say that was a long comment like that. You don't feel like doing all that typing. That's all good. I'm a catch it. I don't know. I might not catch it. You might want to tell me about what minute market at if you know it. That way around that time I can be looking, because I'm gonna just have it playing, you know, while I'm sitting on the edge of my bed playing, you did, messing around with my game. Hopefully messing around with my game. Because, you know, I done ate me something. I'm kind of feeling real good right now. So, and I did pretty good because I kept my stream open for well over 2 hours. So I did that. And I just did that for anybody, you know, every time somebody want to get up and express themselves, I ain't got enough time. So I just made sure I put the opportunity out there. You understand, for anybody that, you know, got a gripe or want to get something off their chest, you know, especially when it comes to me. If I rub you the wrong way, you know, and you got something on your chest that you need to express to me, hey, I put it like this: without you, I can't be the best me. So let me tell you what happened one day, y'all. I was in prison. And let me tell you how this old man dog walked me, and I ain't have a clue. I ain't have a clue. So I can't remember what I did, but this old man that we always speak to each other, blase split, you know. But, you know, we talking about me too, right? So I stepped to the old man one day and he said, you know what, man? Let me tell you something. He said, man, you make a lot of money, man, in this world if you embrace who you are and what you are. He said, I don't know what you see in yourself, but I see a comedian. I see a comedian that's so talented that he funny and he ain't even trying to be funny. He said, man, and I got a gimmick for you. He said, I got a gimmick for you, man, that you will never see nobody. He said, by the time you even go out and do this, he said, you'll never see nobody come before you and do this. He said, you know what your name would be? I say, what? He said, douchebag. I'm like, douchebag. I'm looking at him funny and shit. I'm like, he said, douchebag. And he put his hands out there. Like, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you what I mean. He say, your name will be douchebag. And he say, your gimmick will be every time you come on stage, you will have a douchebag drinking out of it when you come on stage. And it could be Kool-Aid, it could be wine, it can be liquor, it could be whatever you want it to be. But this your gimmick, this your money maker. This is what people gonna be looking at you looking for you to be doing. Me and Mary Jane, my silly ass sitting there listening to this old man, and I'm listening to his idea, and I'm like, damn, that's a damn good idea. It probably took me another year to realize that old man clowned the fuck out of me. He clowned me. That dude called me a clown, a comedian, and a fucking douchebag. Right to my face, and got away with it. Got away with it without a shadow of a doubt of any type of anything getting touched on him or nothing. Not because he was a tough guy. Just because he had them skills to do it. And I said, wow, when I realized what had happened a whole year later, you know, it really started, you know, it impacted me simultaneous to me reading this book for the first time by William Cooper, called Behold a Pale Horse. Now listen, I knew about the Bible already at this point, right? I knew that the Bible is true, but at this point, I'm not following no Bible, but it still ain't stopping me from feeling like something ain't right outside of what the Bible telling me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still feeling like something ain't right. Okay, I don't believe in the Bible. Okay, so what's wrong? Is something wrong? You know what I'm saying? Is something still wrong? I'm still feeling some inconsistencies and some things. Like, okay, I ain't got the stress about worrying about whether I'm doing this too much or whether I'm doing this too much or whether I'm going to hell or whatever the churches have us to believe. The Bible say, I ain't got that stress over me. So what is wrong? What am I tripping over? You dig what I'm saying? So you have those, you have that feeling, and you realize, okay, I'm not having that feeling because I'm worrying about whether it's a God that can see what I'm doing or not. I just simply don't care. So what's stopping me from being the best me that I can be without thinking about something like that? And it's just going in every phase, it's going to do it. And if you search long enough, you're going to always find the culprit. You're going to always find the deception. That's why I never stop. Yeah, I claim what I claim. I love what I love, the word of God, but you're never going to see me stop questioning it. Questioning certain aspects of it. Never. And the Most High built us. He knows this. He knows that the people that really want to know is going to know. They're going to find out. See, I'm one of those heads that really wants to know. Nothing makes me feel better than knowing that I did something to get closer, something to get hotter, warmer about this, about what I feel and what I know. A way to communicate it with people who see it but don't know they see it. It's like that sun, that early morning sun, you driving, and that sun is beating you in your face, just coming over them hills or coming over them houses, what have you, and it's beating you in the face. You can see what's right in front of you, right? But you can't see it clearly because the sun is knocking your vision away. Is making it almost impossible for you to see. So you got to slow down some because you're not at 100%. You got your flap down. You know what I'm saying? You got all your precautions took, but it ain't stopping that sun from blocking your vision. So at that point, you got to proceed with caution. It's like it's there. And, it's just you got to adjust something so that you can get a complete visual on it. And sometimes it takes another one of us to do that adjusting. So that's why I always welcome an individual. Hey, if you feel like I'm up to something wrong, you feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I offend you, that I'm coming at you, come talk to me about it. Come talk to me about it. I said something negative about something you said, and I didn't like it, and I spoke on it, and you don't like my commentary on it if I gave some. Instead of, portraying me to be, some bad guy that don't like you, come talk to me about it. I can tell you what I don't like specifically. I can tell you that I've done things and said things that other people don't like. We get over it, and if it don't apply, we let it fly. But we don't we don't shun good criticism. How we become the best us. Don't you want to present yourself as approachable? Like if you got a whole pepperoni on your goddamn shirt and it's a blind spot and you don't see it and you on your way out the door, wouldn't you want somebody to say, hey man, you got something on your shirt? Or just look at you like you ain't got no sense, and let you walk out there? Which one would you rather have? I prefer being approachable. No matter how much clout, how much seniority, how much prestige I gain, you can step to me. See, money don't move me. Money don't move me. I tried to make it a thing that moved me on this platform. I just can't get with it. I can't be somebody different than what I am in real life. Money don't dictate my move. If I don't move out of love, I don't move at all. That could be love of playing a game. That can be the love of doing anything. If I don't move out of love, I don't move at all. And last I checked, money ain't one of the things I love. It's a necessity. I need that to stay functioning. But love, no. I would never give more of my time towards making money than I would towards my wife. No. Period. See, I messed around and got me a woman that valued the same things I value. And trying to imitate other people's style ain't one of the things we value. We've been in the same place we've been in for 18, 19 years. That's the longest I've been at any one address. I'm talking about never felt that type of stability. And my wife came at me like that's one of the things she like about it most. And I'm like, wow, that's the same thing I was thinking. See, it's them little insignificant things that they try to get you to not pay attention to. Some of us see. Some of us can see it for what it really is. The matrix don't work 100% on everybody. And see, people like me that talk outside the program, we're going to always have our foes. I can see them coming from a mile away. And I really hold dear the opposition I had on here, even though, we didn't, became formidable and brotherly. I appreciate that because he got me ready. He helped me get ready. He helped put the polish on the machine. You understand what I'm saying? In way more ways than y'all can ever imagine, he helped. And I appreciate that. And I'm going to always value that because it's going to be needed. It's going to be attack after attack. I'm enjoying where we at right now. When I look at my videos and I see them all around the same number consistently, I love it. I love it. When I see it in the hundreds, I'll be like, wow, that's kind of off, But around where we see them at right now, y'all, consistently in the 20s and the 30s like that. Yeah. Hey, understand, all these memoirs that y'all hear or that I record, We're gonna revert back to them. I want y'all to see how many views they got. It's a glossary of valuable information, and I hope y'all can revert back to it because I got everything y'all need to know about our near future and what we're about to get ready and go through already recorded. The truth about the people that rule over us, who they are. All of this stuff is already recorded. So, don't believe just taking the information. So when you see the things unfold right in front of your face, you're not a person with their jaw drop like, oh my God, oh, I can't believe. No, you're not there. You like, okay. I didn't believe it, but in the back of my head, I was thinking it's possible. So you're not going to be in shock. You're going to be ready to move. You're going to be ready to get busy, get ghosts. What the scriptures say, flee to the mountainous region. When you see the disgusting thing that causes desolation surround your city, flee to the mountainous region. Take flight. You did? But we about to see some things, y'all. And, I just want y'all to be ready. The people I kick it with, the people that hear me. I just want y'all to be ready, man. Because when it happened, or well, should I say it's happening and it's coming full speed ahead, but a lot of us are badly distracted that, a lot of people gonna get hit like a Mack truck running into a brick wall. It's just gonna be boom. Sadly, a lot of people, will in fact die of I want to say fright, but just put it like this all this weed smoke and all these drugs that's running rapid out here, this is not for no reason. All of it is for a reason. All of it for a reason. It's definitely not for your benefit. Just know that. Not for your benefit. Yeah, we're going to get better with time. I just have to, there's parts about myself that I have to stay in constant remind. I have to constantly remind myself of certain pockets of reality I slip off into and have to catch myself daily. So I'll just make sure that I got everything locked up tight and well prepared. Well prepared. So many different areas I can go to. That's why I try to welcome people, try to bring people out their shells. Come up and have a conversation with me because there's conversations that have to be had. It ain't really the fact of the matter whether we got a choice or not. But it's conversation that has to be had. But yeah, I am about to indulge in this information you just gave me, Mary Jean. I am about to have a real good time digesting this and because if I ain't mistaken, I just heard RE on Lady La show. And RE didn't sound a bit, like she was stressing or nothing like this. So I'm gonna just hope for the best and go over there and show my girl some support. You understand what I'm saying? Because RE, you know, despite her, she knew who Diva Tomboyish was. She been here longer. So, you know, if she did give up hope on me, I forgive her for that, you know, openly saying that, because she's older. She look at things a lot different than I look at things. Maybe after having a conversation with her about it, she can see where I'm coming from and look at things different. But till then, you know, I understand, especially seeing how everything played out, you know, going off how everything played out and see what Diva Tomboy is doing over there. She was angry about me walking into probably several traps, not taking her word for it. But, you know, oh, she might need this. I got to continue to be me. And I strive to be the best me that I've ever been. And I ain't too far. I did a lot of things that shows that I'm a whole totally different person than I'm used to being. Yeah. I gotta log into my oh, Shakima got a channel. What's her channel name? And what she supposed to been doing, man? Mary Jane cussing him out or something like that, talking snazzy to him. What she supposed to be doing?
It was time for outfits and about vaginas and stuff. And yeah, I forgot the other one.
What she call herself? Going over there and bossing up on the son or what? Oh yeah, okay. Go over there and check it out. Hope they know they got to go through YouTube repercussions messing around with our dog. That old lady should be able to say what the fuck she want to say to who she wanted to without somebody trying to pull up at her house. I just called the police on. Be straight up with you. I wouldn't be dealing with them weirdo girls. Oh man, I feel like going over there and having a good time, busting up their little gang, tapping into the weaknesses, the chink in the chain. But we got bigger fish to fry. I want to show y'all this Unplug 'Em video, man. He did a video. Oh, we gotta go dissect that one. We got to, y'all. We got to. And I probably messed up doing it for tomorrow, but we about to get ready and get into that one. We're gonna do us another late night. Next time I don't get no appetite until about 10 at night, I'm putting the thumbnail down. Mm-hmm. Put the thumbnail down. You dig? We gonna do it like that. I'm about to make me a cappuccino. Make me a cappuccino. Log into my little game, probably, mess around with it, against the computer, they have little like stuff within the game that help you earn like better people for your team and stuff like that. Little one-on-one stuff you have. So I'll be doing that sometimes. My earphones should be here tomorrow. So listen, check this out. Check this out, me and Mary Jean. What I plan on doing is a show on my video game with Grand Theft Auto. Because the man moved his lips, the guy that you possess, he moved his lips when you talking on your microphone. So I plan on doing the show tomorrow. Or when my earphones get here. I'm going to just see how it go. I'm going to cut it up and everything, and I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to be doing everything, and then going shopping and going to the strip club, and I'm going to do everything in there from his perspective. But yeah, just something goofy. Just build up a little, something different. Cause I seen somebody do it, but they did it like an actual movie. They was sweet with the editing and all that stuff. And I'm gonna just use this experience to work on my editing. So, but yeah, I appreciate the pull up. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, chilling with me, putting up with my ranting and everything. My opinionizing everything. We gonna always be human, y'all, and we gonna do these type of things. So whenever they taking away your free will to opinionize or look at things from different perspectives, we really should be asking ourselves, what is this? Like, where are we really? Is this our reality? And, don't worry about it. Just because the opinion that a person is making you don't like, don't mean that it's right. To take that free will, not freedom, but take that free will from a person, and you claim that we have certain rights in this country. Nothing even slanderous, just contrast, just a different opinion. And you call that slander. Nobody sees nothing wrong with this. Just ask yourself, is this really real? Will I actually get in trouble for having my own opinion? Even if I'm respectful about it? Freedom, y'all. Till the next time we meet, y'all. Y'all be true, man. And God bless. Peace.